talking contradiction. He had to go. The Rangers board had absolutely no choice. He's probably the most embarrassing manager in the history of Rangers Football Club. And when you actually think about when Rangers needed stability, they got a manager in. I don't know how that interview process worked, but they got a manager in who just caused chaos and mayhem virtually from day one. Rangers cannot afford to let the guys who interviewed Pedro interview the new guy in the process. But, you know, Pedro didn't help himself. All the stupid little phrases from "we're the best team in Scotland," you know, that was shocking, to last week, well, the only two results are a win-win and they end up losing. I mean, how bad did it have to get? We had caravans, we had dogs, we had the Las Vegas palaver. But, you know, you need to get results on the pitch. And from the worst defeat in European history for Rangers against Progress, to losing at Aberdeen at home for the first time in 26 years, to Celtic just demolished them. You know, I think the worst league defeat at Ibrox under Pedro Caixinha's watch. And then you can't fall out with your own players. And Pedro made the same mistake as Paul Le Guen and Barry Ferguson. Kenny Miller, been a great Rangers player over the years, and Pedro fell out with him, and it looks like he fell out with Lee Wallace. There was a rift in the camp. Pedro only respected teams who he beat. And then all the nonsense with other players. You think, he squared up to Scott Brown. It's not behaviour befitting of a Rangers manager. He squared up to Stephen Robinson at the weekend, and he was just a loose cannon. He was a disaster waiting to happen. And then he's brought all these players in. All the players, Dave King backed him to the tune of millions. And, the new manager will want a lot of these players towed out of Ibrox in a caravan. Rangers have to move forward. And the new manager has been left an absolute mess. Pedro Caixinha looks like he set Rangers back years with the money wasted on a lot of these players. Wasted. Going forward, Derek McInnes. It has to be Derek McInnes. He seems to be the obvious choice. Turned down Sunderland. Done a fantastic job at Aberdeen, took his team to second, beat Rangers in the table last season. He must be somebody who knows the mechanism, the working of Rangers Football Club, who's going to bring a bit of pride back to the support. If not Derek McInnes, then for me, someone like an Alex McLeish, with people who know the club like Alex Ray and Barry Ferguson. They know the club inside out. That would be, the logical step for me, but it's a huge decision, whoever it is. And Pedro, you had to go, and you've left the club in a terrible